This portion of the news is brought to you by Ron Carter Cadillac.
Thank you for joining us. My name is Blaine Ochoa, and you're watching NTV Houston. Here are the top news stories of today. Activists target Washington, D.C. and central Rome, demanding world leaders to take action against climate change. President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky meet at the United Nations Summit in New York City amid whistleblower controversy. Lastly, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi tells UN that India is launching a campaign to stamp out single-use plastic. Protesters demanding action to fight climate change marched past Trump International Hotel this morning in Washington, D.C., to coincide with the UN General Assembly in New York. It was the second time this week that activists seeking to pressure U.S. politicians to enact environmental policies blocked major traffic hubs in the U.S. Capitol. The protest, called Shut Down D.C., was backed by about 24 groups, including the Metro D.C. chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America, Extinction Rebellion D.C., and Black Lives Matter D.C. Today in Rome, tens of thousands of students took to the streets as part of a global protest demanding world leaders to take urgent action against climate change. Rome students skipped school along with other countries, including the Netherlands, Canada, Spain, and Portugal, in a worldwide protest inspired by 16-year-old Swedish activist Greta Thunberg, holding banners promoting awareness while several ecological issues. The young protesters march in front of Rome's Colosseum asking concrete actions against climate change. Amid whistleblower controversy, President Trump met with the president of Ukraine, Vladimir Zelensky, during the United Nations Summit in New York City. Vladimir Zelensky said he was never pressured to anyone to investigate former Vice President Joe Biden and his son, and he does not want to be involved in the U.S. elections. Trump said he fully supports transparency on the whistleblower information.
It's a disgrace to our country. It's another witch hunt. Here we go again. It's Adam Schiff and his crew making up stories and sitting there like pious, whatever you want to call them. It's just really a disgrace. It's a terrible thing for our country because the Democrats won't fix our broken immigration system. We need their votes. If we don't get their votes, we can't do it. And the Republicans are all on board. They want to fix it, but the Democrats won't do it. They don't want to talk about infrastructure. They don't want to talk about lowering drug prices. They don't want to talk about anything because they're fixated on this. And Nancy Pelosi has been hijacked by the radical left, and everybody knows it.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announced on Tuesday a formal impeachment inquiry into President Trump after coming under pressure from House Democrats.
There are actions that are cover-up. Yeah, when you have a system of electronic storage for information that is specifically for national security purposes, and you have something that it's self-serving to the president politically and decide you might not want people to know, and you hide it someplace else, that's a cover-up.
The White House released the transcript of July 25th phone call between President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky, where they discussed a possible investigation into Joe Biden. Pelosi has chosen the already 6 committees currently investigating Trump to continue with their inquiry. Congress members on both sides have voiced their stance on the matter.
Can we also agree that it was urgent that if the President of the United States was withholding military aid to an ally, even as you received the complaint, and was doing so for a nefarious reason, that is to exercise leverage over the President of Ukraine to dig up manufactured dirt on his opponent, can we agree that it was urgent while that aid was being withheld?
It was urgent and important. But my job as the Director of National Intelligence was to comply with the Whistleblower Protection Act and adhere to the definition of urgent concern, which is a legal term.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi told the annual gathering of world leaders at the UN Nations today that India was launching a campaign to stamp out the use of single-use plastics. Modi told the 193-member UN General Assembly that a very large campaign is being gathered across the entire country to make India free of single-use plastic. Last month, officials said that India is set to impose a nationwide ban on plastic cups and straws on October 2nd. Coming up after the break, brother of Pakistani social media star is convicted of murder.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Come see me, Salman, at Car Time Auto Repair at 10713 West Belford, Houston, Texas, 77099. Quality work that rivals any dealership. At Car Time, we don't replace parts, we fix cars. We pride ourselves on getting the job done right the first time. Car Time Auto Repair, located at 10713 West Belford. Call us today, 832-743-8180.
Kashmir's 7th Hum Awards, presented by Kashmir Cooking Oil. Come and celebrate the biggest night of the year with Mahira Khan, Bilal Ashraf, Hania Amir, Azan Sami Khan, Fawad Khan, Nikal Zulfikar, Sanam Jung, Aisha Omar, Asim Azhar, Ali Rahman, Hamza Ali Abbasi, Ahmad Ali Butt, Abda Parveen, and a lot more superstars. On Saturday, 5th October 2019 at the NRG Arena, Houston. To book your tickets, log on to www.ticketmaster.com. For sponsorship and group bookings, contact Mr. Fawad Azim 001-281-707-0036. Email fawad.azim@hum.tv.
This morning, a Pakistani court convicted the brother of social media star Qandeel Baloch of her murder, a 2016 killing that sparked a change in laws and ignited fierce debate over the prevalence of honor killings of women. The court in the eastern city of Multan found Muhammad Wasim guilty of the murder and sentenced him to life imprisonment. 6 other people, including 2 of Baloch's brothers, had been acquitted. Wasim admitted in a 2016 media conference organized by police that he strangled his 26-year-old sister due to her social media activities, adding that he was not ashamed of her killing. Baloch had posted risque Facebook posts in which she spoke of trying to change the typical Orthodox mindset of people in Pakistan. She faced frequent misogynist abuse and death threats, but continued to post provocative pictures and videos. About 500 women are killed each year in Pakistan at the hands of family members over perceived damage to honor that can involve in eloping, fraternizing with men, and any other infraction against conservative values that govern women's modesty. Millions of Afghans are set to go to the polls on tomorrow's presidential election. Officials have been rushing electoral material, ballot boxes, and other essential equipment out to remote polling centers, trucks, donkeys, and even porters. In northern Pashir Valley, voting material was taken by people and donkeys alongside narrow hillside paths due to lack of roads. About a dozen of candidates are in the fray for the presidency, but the incumbent president, Ashraf Ghani, and his chief executive, Abdallah are the top contenders at a time when Taliban insurgents have intensified attacks. The 70-year-old Ghana and Abdali, 59, have ruled through a fractured power-sharing arrangement since 2014. Their forces fighting against the Taliban even as the rebels held peace talks with the United States that were later abandoned. The Taliban now hold more territory now than ever at any time since 2001, when their regime was overthrown by a U.S.-led invasion. More than 170 civilians have been killed and more than 300 wounded in attacks involving the Taliban in the up-run to the election. 100,000 members of the security forces have been deployed to oversee the election. And when we return, we'll find out about the latest state to legalize abortion.
Namaste everybody, I am Astroguru from NTV Houston. There is a good news, now you can make the live call in our studio every Friday evening, where we will talk about astrology, numerology, horoscope reading, Vastu Shastra, gemstones, personal problem, marriage problem, horoscope match, or any health issues, business problem. Feel free to ask one question and be ready with your date of birth, birth time and birthplace, and you can talk to me in Hindi, English and Punjabi. Don't forget to watch Astroguru only on NTV Houston.
मनपसंद सुपरमार्केट जहां की फ्रेश वेजिटेबल्स, स्पाइसेस, फ्रोजन फूड आइटम्स आपको सबसे अच्छे प्राइस में मिलेंगे और हलाल ज़बीहा मीट भी मिलेगा। दाम मनपसंद, नाम मनपसंद, तो फिर क्यों ना जाए मनपसंद। Located at Wilcrest Drive, Houston, North Highway and William Cannon Drive, Austin, Texas। तो नाम याद रखिएगा, मनपसंद सुपरमार्केट।
देखिए नहीं 5 अक्टूबर से पहले रैप करना ही पड़ेगा। ओके, क्योंकि मैं आ रही हूँ on 5 अक्टूबर सैटरडे को for the 7th Hum Awards at NRG Arena Houston. So get your tickets now.
To book your tickets, log on to www.ticketmaster.com.
And I want all of you to be there. See you all.
Kashmir's 7th Hum Awards, presented by Kashmir Cooking Oil. Saturday, 5th October 2019 at the NRG Arena, Houston.
Oaxaca becomes the second state in Mexico to legalize abortion. In the majority Catholic nation, this is a huge decision made in part by the government. Oaxaca is the second city after Mexico City in 2007 to approve a legalized abortions bill. Multiple earthquakes hit Turkey and Indonesia yesterday, leaving many injured. Istanbul, Turkey was devastated by a 5.7 earthquake. Civilians were seen running on the streets trying to escape the danger, and there are multiple school and building evacuations. The eastern province of Maluku in Indonesia was also affected by a 6.5 magnitude earthquake, leaving 6 people dead. The International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies has stated they are focused on creating a more resilient community and providing water sources, health centers, and helping people restore their income. When we return from the break, we'll have an entertainment announcement and weather update for the weekend.
The 2019 model year-end event now at Ron Carter Cadillac has been worth the wait. Enjoy our lowest payments of the year. Sign and drive new 2019 XT4 for just $359 a month or new XT5 for just $379 a month, both for 39 months lease with just $1 down, or get 0.9% APR for 72 months on any 2019 Cadillac. Your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer. RonCarterCadillac.com.
Every day, law enforcement, firefighters, tow operators, and other emergency personnel risk their lives responding to calls for help. The Move Over or Slow Down law requires that you clear the lane closest to responding vehicles or reduce your speed to 20 miles per hour below the posted limit. Following this important law helps prevent crashes and saves lives. The next time you see flashing lights ahead, travel smart and move over or slow down. A road safety message from Houston TransStar.
You know, I remember the time that I got off the car. I remember people screaming out our name. It was magical. I felt the love. I could feel all these people waiting for us. I will never ever forget the awards in Canada. And I think that this time, it's going to be much, much bigger. Mujhse miliye 7th Hum Awards pe Saturday 5th of October, which are taking place at NRG Arena, Houston.
To book your tickets, log on to www.ticketmaster.com.
What are you waiting for? Go and book your tickets right now.
Kashmir's 7th Hum Awards, presented by Kashmir Cooking Oil. Saturday, 5th October 2019 at the NRG Arena, Houston.
Welcome back. In sports and entertainment world, J-Lo and Shakira announced yesterday afternoon on social media that they would be headlining together the Pepsi Super Bowl 2020 halftime performance next year. It's guaranteed to be a performance of a lifetime. For your weather today, it is currently overcast and 85 degrees outside. You can expect a few showers and light thunderstorms this evening. And you can also expect to see some rain this weekend due to the disturbance moving west towards Mexico. So all you Astros fans out there, make sure to keep an umbrella close by when going to your weekend activities. Be sure to download our app for your latest news coverage. And your news is our news. Report any breaking news to info@ntvhouston.com. Thank you for watching NTV Houston. Everyone have a safe weekend.